Good evening.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hopefully, yes. Guys, we are waiting a couple of minutes to have more participants, and we will start. Um, Honestly speaking, sorry for my voice. Honestly speaking, I would prefer to have such kind of conversation in Russian language because I have some troubles with explaining my thoughts in English, actually. And you, Valentina?
Yes, I
Okay,
also
yes,
have
I hope that,
problems.
I think that from your side, you also would like to have an option to discuss it in Spanish, Turkish, Arabic, Indonesian, on Italian, German, or what kind of language your native one. But of course, we need to understand each other. We would like to have a common point of view for different aspects of our product development, and it is exactly a very point that we need to discuss today, unfortunately, in English. Yeah. Also, I would like to tell you that it's pretty new experience for all of us. I mean, previously we were creating just a kind of corporate content, with different types of designs, layouts for slides, scripts, grid, and with a very specific wording for. But today we would like to have something very different, something I would say modern. We understood that it's more interesting for all people to have, I would say, um, content by heart of certain people. And today we would like to give you something like it. Today we will have a lot of guests, we will have some speakers, and all things that we would like to discuss are around of 1C Drive product powered by 1C enterprise platform. I would like to apologize in advance for any kind of technical issues because it's a very pretty new experience for all of us, and you can't imagine how many people we need to handle to facilitate such kind of pretty simple activities that we now today we got used to watch some kind of content live streams now. But okay, it's a first experience, and we just try to check our approach if it will be interesting for you. Of course, please share your opinion in the chat. I hope that we have chat, right?
Yes, you have.
May I ask you to send something to the chat? Okay, of course, within the translation, sorry, not translation. Within streaming, you can ask all of your questions in chat. We will try to answer them within, or just postpone it to the end to have some special dedicated time to answer them. But sometimes probably we will comment it immediately if some speakers, for example, will be ready to answer, because today we will have not only guests among of 1CI employees, also some our partners will participate, and of course you can ask any topics and suggest any topics that you would like to discuss. Okay, I will remind you that we represent here 1C Drive product team of 1CI. My name is Vasiliy Ippolitov.
My name is Valentina Gogoleva.
I'm 1C Drive product owner, and Valentina is a team leader of 1C development team. Today we will conduct this webinar, this live stream for you. Yeah, sorry for my voice. You probably noticed that something went wrong.
It was a really hard release. He lost his voice.
Yeah, the thing
while
is,
working on it.
The thing is that today I was screaming of joy that we finally.
It wasn't joy.
we finally almost ready to have a upcoming 1C Drive release with a very significant changes. But for having more detailed information regarding how it's usually going, I would like to ask help from Valentina to describe. Valentina, you are a team leader who orchestrates all process of building one C drive release. May I ask you why it is so long usually having a release? Why it takes so much time?
Yes, because creating release just need to connect a lot of different processes. But actually, usually releases, it is quite standard thing. We have a portion of tasks and described by Analyst team. It is already ready. We have ready interfaces. We have all scenarios described, and we just program it. And we can, for example, schedule dates. Vasiliy also not happy even with schedule dates. And one moment we are preparing a release, QA team preparing testing scenarios, and then localization team prepares all translations of interfaces, and then we just pack it into small box and the release is ready. But not this time. For last 5 years, actually, I see such a crazy situation first time. This release is really special. From my developer point of view, it is like the fastest release according to amount of job was done in this. So yes, maybe it is one of the reasons why we have this special live stream where we are going to talk about what we are going to release. About
what was the reason of having such kind of huge amount of job?
Yes, there are a lot of them. Firstly, 3 months ago, it sounded like to create this 1.5.4 release, it was, I don't know, the simplest release ever. All was said to developers team. You just all the mechanism of accounting templates is already ready. Part of documents is already included into new register. All you need to do is just to complete of work of these documents with these accounting templates. To marry, I don't know, document with register for developer, 1C developer, it is quite a simple thing. So I was hoping that we will finish it in 1 month, because the idea was to work in parallel with the whole team of developers, to share the list of documents between the team and to finish it in very fast way. But we figured out that there is a lot of difficulties connected with it. One moment, I don't remember when, but maybe on first week of preparing of this release, we figured out that all the team of analysts need to be included into preparing of this release, because the biggest part here is not programming, it is creating these accounting templates for documents. What does it mean? It means that to prepare template, you need to check how this document works in all the ways it can work. For example, with disabled characteristic with enabled characteristic, which normal currency with different currency. And when a lot of people are starting to check a lot of documents, for example, not very popular one, maybe which exist from the, I don't know, from the beginning of Drive in our solution, they can find, I don't know, a lot of bugs. And usually we have prepared task or description, and if a bug was found and it is not very critical, it means that we can release and create a release prepare on time, and we can move this bug into the next release and fix it, because it is not high priority. But in this way, there is no low priority bugs, because they all just cannot give analyst team opportunity to check if this chain of documents really works, and to check if this accounting record can be got in the document. So yes, starting with 20 small tasks, Now we have accept this task, I don't know, more than 200, 300 bugs connected, which was necessary to fix. And also maybe the best part for Drive, but the worst for developers team, that now in one cabinet with we have a team of real users. Now Analyst, it is not a person who just check one functionality in Drive. It is a person who check all the chains starting the beginning. And he found out that, for example, it is not useful. Okay, guys, we cannot work with this like this. We cannot work with this like this. Please fix it. We need more usability. We need to fix this bug. We need to change this. And also about working with templates, for example. Okay, it is absolutely impossible to work with, I don't know, it is impossible to edit accounting template, which is in active status. So let's just do it like on this week. It is even just a thing from Analyst side, and it is already on development. It is the fastest speed from idea to the development I have ever seen. So yes, except we described and agreed to include in this release, we have a lot of extra bugs, tasks, user stories, and improvements made in this release. That's why, yes, it is the growest one, and actually it is ready. Vasiliy, yes, so now it is on final testing step, and we are waiting for it tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry for that, but I understood nothing from your speech, full of technical details. But the thing that I really understood that you are very excited of job was done, right?
The whole team is excited.
The whole team, okay, very good. But now looks like we need to have some professional explanation of what we really did. I mean, in terms of processes and functionality. And I'm just would like to add that all bunch of difficult tasks that Valentina has described are about journal entry templates functionality. That is amazing framework to support different kind of accounting in OneDrive. You probably know, of course, about it. But just to revise a bit your understanding of the situation, we would like to invite Elena Konovalova, who is a lead of Analyst team of OneDrive and who is an, I would say, architect of whole framework of accounting for OneDrive, because she's a person who started working from this task, starting with just an idea and some issues and some I would say like things, but and has been working for it right now, and I hope that we will come and develop all functionality for now. And today we would like to ask Elena to describe what journal entry templates is in a very simple way to understand that even would I understand what it is. Elena, can you hear us? And now it's a very important moment because we need to add Elena. We would like to. Okay.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Can I scare you about templates? Hi.
Vasiliy asked to simplify.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Vasiliy is always asking me just to be as simple as possible. I will try. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, actually we developed the template module together with a partner. So whatever we did, it may seem complicated probably sometimes, but it's just that we were listening to our partners and we actually did it together. And I will share my screen if you don't mind, just to go through quickly what we... I'm showing OneDrive. When I open menu, can you see like a catalog, or is it too small a picture? Our viewers? Is that okay? Can someone play? Yes, great, thank you. It's such a surreal feeling. So anyways, let us do it. Hopefully this second time will be magical. So what kind of requests did we have? So 1C drive is used in many different types of accounting during not on projects. Some companies use it for management accounting, some for financial accounting, like statutory accounting. Some use it only for tax accounting, and some companies don't want to use accounting at all. Templates are not for them. But there were also cases when our partners and clients wanted to save the entries, to map them according to some logic so that they can upload it to DATEV, for example, German solution for accounting. So the purposes can be very different. And we combined all them together because the types of accounting can be different. We could not limit our partners and our clients, so we created a catalog type of accounting where you can create a type of accounting just like a label and use it everywhere in templates, in settings, in entries to differentiate between different accounting entries. Also, many companies can have their own chart of accounts and will never be able to meet all those requirements in one solution. So we made it possible for the users to add their own charts of accounts. Again, here you see like 2 stages of chart of accounts. We create a catalog where again, we set up a label for chart of accounts. And then in accounts tool, we add accounts to chart of accounts. So if we check it, like we create account and we select what chart of accounts is applied to, so we can create as many charts of accounts as needed. Another very interesting cornerstone, I should say, about our functionality is simple and compound entries, because we have the polarity of opinion. On some projects, colleagues want to have only compound entries, but on some projects, only simple entries. And sometimes the other side doesn't know what the compound or simple means. So what we did, we added the type of entries that will be applicable to chart of accounts. It is very different architecturally, so that there are different registers are involved and different functionality. So this is a critical setting, and this is why we use it in chart of accounts. Another issue was analytical dimensions. In Russian, it is called subkonta. We have no idea how to translate it into English, so we use a term analytical dimensions. And again, opinions were totally different. Some partners, some clients, they want to have like standard 1C platform analytical dimensions. And for example, some partners in projects in Latin America, they don't need analytical dimensions at all because they have 2,500 of accounts in their chart of accounts, and it practically replaces analytical dimensions for them. So again, to meet all those different requirements, what we did, we created a setting so you can actually choose and select whether or not you want to have quantity like values, or like the possibility to see quantity in the entries for inventory, or do you want to see analytical dimensions? And if you clear the checkbox, that there will be none of these settings in the system. Another setting is what? Yes, another interesting feature, for example, in Germany, the chart of accounts is regularly updated, I think, on a governmental level. So there's not all accounts are changing, but some of them. So they expire, some new are added. And this is why in chart of accounts, when you open account, you can see the date when it is active. And if you do not select, if you don't have any expiration date, just leave the dates empty. But for those who need it, we have it. Another feature is, yes, you might think why you need the companies here. Again, there were some requests. when one chart of accounts is used for many companies, but with limited access to certain accounts, we need this feature so that company is also like we can specify what company and when uses a certain chart of accounts. Another feature that we include is a tool for default accounts. Let me show you. This is very loved tool by so many. This is our default accounting, and we can see that we have counterparties, for example, default account settings. We see here that for a set of filters, we can specify accounts receivable, accounts payable, and then it is used to prefill some documents, all that stuff. Also, we have in OneDrive products, whereas products chill accounts, and around other 10 catalogs where there are settings for default accounting and for default accounts. And this solution is very good when you have only one type of accounting. But when we have many of those, it is not scalable. It's no way we can use the same architecture for multiple types of accounting. So what we add, we invented, so to say, our analog of default accounts where user can specify themselves what they want to use. For example, we can create customers default account type. First, we define the model, what we want to use. You see, we say what filters to apply and what will be the name of accounts. Just we saw previously accounts receivable, accounts payable, that kind of stuff. There's no limit to accounts name, but there are only four filters that can be applied. So when we define the structure of this default account type, we just specify default accounts. For example, inventory accounts, you see we have this model we specified, 3 filters, many accounts. And then we just create an account where actually we specify accounts themselves. And for what filters, here's the universal setting. And here we see for finished goods, there is some other set of accounts. So this tool is used to specify templates so that the maximum flexibility is achieved. And if you add something new, some new sub-account or account, you don't have to change templates like whatsoever. Just use default accounts for that purpose. So that's it, and no development under the hood in the code is required. And a couple of last things about templates I wanted to mention, because they're very, very different ways we decide what account to use. For example, for intercompany transactions, we want to use, some checkbox or some property about that is intercompany transaction, and OneDrive by default offers users this tool for additional attributes that are definable by the user. So whatever attributes we can specify here, just please know that they're also available from templates module, so you can map or put conditions based on additional attributes, again, to enhance the flexibility and to remove the necessity to program as much as possible. And the last feature I want to mention is that sometimes we hear that OneDrive is not a solution for accountant, that actually other business managers work with that for sales, for purchases. And accountant, has important role, but the secondary kind of one. And when we work as a sales manager, we're not worried and we don't want to think what are accounting entries and all that stuff. And this is why when we specify accounting policy in the company, not this one, we provided the option to specify how the accounting entries will be posted. Will it be the same business document, which we call source document, or will it be a separate accounting transaction? So it's like a manual entry, бухгалтерская операция in Russian. So it's like a manual entry, not a manual transaction where it has many different entries, but it is separate from sales invoice, from supply invoice, from month-end closing. It's just storage for entries. And on a periodic basis, accountant can come and check them, but usual business managers, they're not worried about whatever is going on with entries. As a result, we've been developing this module for 1.5 years. It, like there were description of requirements took 30 plus user stories and tasks, and it contains like 500 pages or more of business requirements. Difficulties, because Vasiliy asked to share the difficulties, the major one was when we made the first 14 or something stories, and we built up the framework, but we realized there's so many, small things that needs to be done. How to refill template if type of accounting is changed, or what to do if, select a different analytical dimension in accounting entry. And we started working on that. It took another long effort. From analytical standpoint, it was a huge surprise. I never expected so many things need to be done again. And development difficulty was that there was a huge volume of functionality, very, very many different branches, and they need to be merged. And Valentina can tell us how difficult a task is that. So just the constant updating, and the more often you merge, the more often like some interesting things shows up, and to test, to retest, all that stuff. But again, we release with templates was 1.5 years ago, and I hope that more and more our partners will appreciate it and can use it and come with their new requirements and improve it together with us. The other thing that we got very interesting about templates is just when we started the building frameworks and first test cases, we realized it's not so easy to create accounting templates. Yeah, because OneC Drive has more than 100, I guess, information and accumulation registers, but they were not enough. Let me show you. For example, if I take, check Karunas. Yeah, if we take the supply invoice in a currency which is different from presentation currency, then what we need the product amounts in currency as well as in presentation currency. We also need VAT in foreign currency, and we all see it here. So it looks so attainable, and you can use it. But if we go to flow report and check it, because how the database registers, they should be efficient, and they're very efficient in OneC Drive, because inventory is one register and it's in presentation currencies, and supply balance, we have it, yes, but doesn't have any details about cost of the purchase. How much is it in foreign currency? So there's difficulty, especially when we talk about simple entries. So we start designing a new register, which we called information register accounting entries data, where we put together all the information that might be required about transaction. It is simple and a difficult task at the same time. Why? Because we need to put here all the information. We don't put any account here. We don't know what account will be used. But we know that when we use supply invoice and the goods tables field, then some goods are purchased and we owe money to our supplier. So here you see it's practically the debit side description and the credit side description. And you will see first information about product, variant, batch, whatever OneC Drive has, the general details about product, and then information about counterparty. We also put here where necessary, where we thought necessary, information about quantity, amount in settled currency, and tax. So this is without taxes. This is with taxes. Why we did that? Because again, in some projects, in some countries, the VAT account depends on what kind of product we purchased. It means that we need to have this information to map the account, to define the account, all that stuff. So there were so many different considerations taken into account. So first 8 documents, we were experimenting with the registers, and it wasn't well
understood by our partners, to be honest, because we have been asked questions like, why do you need this register? And only then when projects started, they say, now we understand it. But if we're not sure ourselves, we were not very sure. So we started with first 8 documents, and then projects, and then we got requests to provide more, for more documents, provide those register. So we added, like, I guess, 2 releases. Like before, there were 8 other documents. And then Vasiliy and Valentina, actually, they say, guys, we need to do all of this stuff. So there is about 50 plus documents in OneDrive, all team consolidated. There was such a huge effort to collect entries and the whole, transaction description for 50 plus document, which are hard coded. So there was huge effort. We took every default account entry because this is how OneDrive was designed for default account entries. We put all the missing data there, the one that I showed here, because in default accounting, you remember, it just was account and no details at all, and pack them in the register. Now, if you go to, let us create some template. We will not go through it in detail, but I will show you month and closing, because I know that it's very long awaited document. Yeah, and I'm very close to finish. If you wait for me to complete my talk, yes, I will try to be as short as possible. So the month in closing, you see these parameters, we have a user guide about these things, but now it is possible to use accounting entries data as a source for accounting entry. And actually you can see all the accounting entries that month in closing does, right? There's some revaluation entries, cost of sales, some closing of inventory movements, VAT calculations, like manufacturing. So all these are all entries, actually, all types of transactions that month in closing makes. So actually we now, through that new register, we can see all the details and all the functionality which is done by OneDrive. And thanks to Valentina and our quality assurance team and development team and analysts, of course. So the whole team was involved in that, and we're looking forward to the new release. The difficulty about this new register, it was actually that there's so many scenarios in OneDrive. During the project, usually you need FIFO and Anglo-Saxon methodology, for example, or weighted average and nothing more. But we needed to take care of all the variety of scenarios, and there are dozens of them. And also there's some part of the documents which wasn't developed by OneDrive team. So we had to actually make research and model what is done by the documents. So it took a lot of time, and then we were making templates, and again we were modeling and trying just to make sure that everything is got correctly. So the next release, accounting templates and all list of documents will be recording in this new register. Of course, you don't have to use it, accounting entries data. If you decide to use some other registers, other means, it's totally up to you. We just did it with the care of our partners and our users, so they don't have to be experts in OneDrive platform, in OneDrive platform, in OneDrive. They didn't have to know functionality up to the notch to be able to create templates if they need them. Well, we say if you can do without templates, only default accounting, please do that. But if you do need something more complex, we hope that templates will help you. Happy New Year!
Thank you, Elena.
Yeah, best of luck.
Just a very small question. Yes. It looks like we are not going to finish our upcoming development of this functionality. Probably you have some plans to improve it in according to our request that we are getting from real projects. May I ask you to?
Sure. So like we're always asking you, please, if you have any requirements, and for those of you colleagues who we communicate, we try to listen and to do as you ask all the time. Yes. So if you need anything, please send requests. And we can't always like develop it very fast, but we do it. We try to do it as fast as possible.
Thank you very much, Elena. Have a nice evening. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and we need to move to another speaker.
Yes, thank you very much.
See you. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And now we are almost ready to get some feedback from the real markets, and because journal entries templates framework is a functionality not only to support a different kind of accountings for huge enterprise projects for different purpose, but also to comply with local legislations. And now we would like to get some feedback from Siamak Bey. Can we attend? Can we have Siamak here? Okay, very good, very good. Merhaba Siamak Bey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, now it's okay. Thank you very much, Siamak, for attending in the too late time. But we need to ask you about what is your feeling for upcoming development of journal entry templates framework to comply with different kinds of accounting as well as local Turkish accounting. How do you feel this functionality? How would you like to develop it in the next year, and what plans we have? Any kind of feedback from real customers, from real partners that you have a lot?
Yeah, thank you first of all for all of you, and especially Elena, to explaining the such a great feature for our product. So first of all, as you mentioned in the beginning, I just begging to Elena, please simplify it, make it easier. I beg. So after that, yeah, in Turkey, actually, we have very different people who using different accounting models, and we have here very difficult regulations, inflation, exchange rate increase and decrease, and the problems regarding exchange. So we need a very flexible and very easy accounting system, which is we can model every customer needs. So as we see this accounting template at the moment, actually it's have all feature which is can solve our Turkish accountant problems, and they can model what they need exactly, and this is a very good news actually. And our partners, our customers, when we talk about this feature and show them the features and facilities, they are very happy to have this product, because it will make them to make their life easier in terms of the reporting in the future. The accountants guys always involved with the creating reports for the top management or the other purposes for tax and etc. But in our system, when we model in the right way, all these reportings and this official and unofficial reporting will generate automatically. So they will just review and control, and after present to the managers, to the top managers. So yeah, it's a very good feature, especially in Turkey. We are dealing with the compound type of the accounting template, which is Elena mentioned. So yeah, very good feature, and we are very interesting to see it compound templates as soon as possible in our product.
Thank you very much, Siamak. And you know that for now, we have enough projects and partners who work with this functionality in Turkey, but also there are a lot of partners who are not using it intensively. I mean, who just taking a look on it, but with no customizing for real projects. What do you think? It's just because of the functionality is a bit complex, or just we need more time? How would you like to improve the situation with it?
So actually, the reason of our partners not using, I mean, all of them, it's the demand now in Turkish market. It's going to the operation side, to the production, to the problems, which is they have their current operation and the existing product in the market can't customize and can't develop easy. That's why our customer choosing us, and our partners at the moment focusing on the other side. But from the next year, day by day, the number of the project will go through the accounting template going to increase, and actually there are some complaint. Please make it easier. We wanted to change easy, but if we prepare the templates, which is our partner will be use it, so life will be easy for them actually. And let's say yes, next year will be a good time to evaluate and to talk about more detail. Next year I can explain. I can answer your question actually very clearly.
Okay.
Not that.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much, Siamak. You will go because I almost forgot to introduce Siamak Bey. Siamak is responsible for pre-sales processes once he drive business in Turkey, and now we are ready to invite next speaker, whose name is Andrey. Andrey Gurkin, he is a person who is responsible for pre-sales around the world, who is focused on the new emerging markets and enterprise projects as well. Are we ready to? No? So yeah, as I said before, we are a bit out of time, so we had to change order of speakers in our agenda, because in different time zones there are different.
Maybe while we are waiting for Andrey, we can answer a question.
Yeah, okay. Do we have any questions in the chat?
Yes, actually, about will there will be pre-filled account templates question, very good one, because from a speech of Elena, we understood that the biggest part of upcoming release, it is including all the documents into this new register, which allows users to use accounting templates is the simplest and clear way. But also a big improvement which we put into release, it is transferring templates between info bases. So you can upload templates into file and send it, and to load it into any base. And the second feature, it is uploading a sample file prepared by Analyst team. It is Turkish chart of account, and it is a bundle of templates, ready templates. Bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just load, use one button and get all accounting templates, and also this feature allows to load it in active status, load chart of accounts, and also load active accounting transactions.
Yeah, thank you very much for the explanation. And now we are ready to introduce Andrey. Andrey, can you hear me? Do we have Andrey?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, very good time. What time in your place, by the way?
It's almost 8 p.m.
Ah, okay, very good. Did you have a time to drink a glass of wine or tea?
You're sitting with wine.
Unfortunately, no, because you said that it's inappropriate.
Okay, sorry.
But next time, I hope, yeah, we will do it all together.
Yeah. Okay, and Andrey actually has a lot of different activities around the world in terms of pre-sales of fancy drive, and he is concentrated on pretty difficult and complex accounting issues. Andrey, may I ask you to comment from your point of view, in according to your experience, what kind of projects we can have with the functionality of accounting templates, and why did we decide to develop it and have it in the product?
Okay. Yeah, first of all, continuing Elena's story, well, as they say, it's better to to see something once than to hear about it 100 times. So you've seen some of the capabilities of that accounting templates, and thanks to Siamak for explaining the situation in Turkey. And yeah, let's gradually switch to projects, partners, and of course to our customers. Yeah, my suggestion is, let's imagine that I'm a partner and you will play the role of head of company. And throughout the entire life cycle of its development, so that you will grow and develop your company. We will go through 5 different cases. And in certain stage of development, you will decide to implement once a drive. And it's very simple, just do like this. So Andrey, we need to implement once a drive, and that's all. Let's practice, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I will be a partner, you will be a customer. And our listeners will look at different projects, different project options for companies of the different scales and accounting needs that correspond to them. So case number 1, Vasiliy, you are the owner of a company that installs solar panels for the private sector, okay?
Okay.
You know, sustainable development and all this modern technology, and huge market, by the way. So let's say your company has 10, not more than 10 employees. You yourself are involved in such a client's negotiation, concluding contracts, and managing installation team. And you keep record in Excel. So we're talking about not startup, but something like this. So you're purchasing of materials, customer orders, invoices, and then boom, like jingle bells, you decide to implement once a drive. Then you call me, so I will be a partner, and you tell me, Andrey, we need to implement once a drive. Can you call me?
Yeah.
Andrey, please implement drive.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, continue the conversation. Andrey, you know, we are all involved in operational activities. Of course, we need to reflect documents in the information system, but you know, I don't want to do accounting and taxation and all this stuff. I don't want to have, and by the way, I do not have a full-time accountant, but I do have a tax consultant. Her name is Valentina, by the way. She knows accounting. She deals with document reflection reporting. And every 2 weeks, she's working with our documents and reflects them in accounting. And at the end of the month or quarter or year, submits reports. So she needs to inspect the accounting model. And here is immediately one of the advantages of templates is occurring. So previously it was impossible to view the entire accounting model. All settings and logic were buried in the program source code. So now Valentina, with a tax advisor, consultant, she can look at all of the configured templates, go through them, and their parameters, and even simulate what kind of accounting transactions.
Do you know how many templates do we have in Valentina? Would you like to go through all of them?
200.
Yes, I remember maybe more than 1,000, right?
Or 480.
Oh, great, great. Yeah, and she will go through all of the templates and check them. Well, maybe somewhere in the middle she will sleep and then continue working. And and she can add new accounting entries there and simulate what the output will be. And after setting up and checking the model, so regulated accounting is launched. At the end of the month, Valentina submits monthly reports to the regulatory authorities, and you, Vasiliy, work quietly using documents, catalogs, and standard reports, and drinking tea, of course. Okay, so this is the simplest case. And let's imagine another case, number 2. So, for example, you have 30 people in a company. So we are talking about not startups, but something middle-sized companies. So you have an accountant, one accountant on staff, and then again, jingle bells, you decide to implement an information system. You call me and tell me, Andrey,
please implement Drive.
Immediately.
yeah, immediately. Okay. So in this case, as a partner, I will naturally need to collect again your requirements, implement the necessary customization for you, and configure the accounting model, take into account your specifics. In this case, I will also take as a basis ready-made model for our country. And in order to make changes to the standard model, I do not need software developers anymore, as Elena said. So my consultants will only need to adjust the existing model or add certain posting templates that will take into account the modification that we made for you. And your accountant, who is well informed in accounting, wants to expand the accounting model, but by her own, and add new postings there. So now she can do it by herself without any customization at all. So she can independently add it in the model, making a request to the programmers or software developers to add new attributes or something like this for her purposes. So let's move on. Case number 3. Now the next situation. So
implement immediately.
No.
Implement.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Vasiliy. Yeah, now it's Valentina. So imagine that Valentina is the head of another company that also works in the field of renewable energy sources, but the size of her company is larger than yours. I'm sorry, 100 employees. So given this, we will need to deploy 3 environments, for example, using 3 servers: development, test, production. And we will develop in quite a lot of new functionality. In general, yeah, we will test the improvements in the second test environment. And this Valentina said, not this Valentina who is the head of the company, but that Valentina who is sitting right beside of you. So we can transfer the accounting model from between our environments. I mean, between our servers. So we can test it in the second environment, and right after it, we can transfer all the changes to the production server, use the model exchange functionality. And yeah, case number 4. So time is running, for example, since Valentina is not only a very good person, a vegetarian, but also a good businesswoman, she decides to acquire your company, Vasiliy. Yeah, so as a result, after a merge of companies, you end up with a company of 200 people. So you became a bigger company. And what will happen if at this moment you decide to implement 1C drive? Again, Valentina is calling me and asking,
Andrey, help.
Okay, so most likely we will face with a large amount of customization, of course, because it's a huge project. But I would like to focus on such an aspect as working with auditors. So she's working with big 4 companies, for example, and they often have consulting or auditing procedures. So when it is necessary to scrap or check or audit certain business processes, types of accounting, develop new reporting, and so on. In this case, they will also need the current, scrapped accounting scheme or model. So they need to see it, and we couldn't, show them it before because again it was under the source code. But at the moment we can work with them, we can show them the entire functionality, we can adjust it, we can model it with them, and based on that, they will, do some conclusion or some certification maybe for your project. And finally, the most powerful case. So Valentina decides to scale the business to several countries. Since you, Vasiliy, become vice president for development, before going to another country on a long-term business trip, you call me, Vasiliy, and say something like, but not like before, Andrey, I'm going to the USA. We need accounting according to GAAP. In this case, we create a new chart of accounts, work out the entire new accounting model in addition to the existing ones. So we just adding it. So yeah, without any kind of customization. And if necessary, carry out additional customization if we need it, and launch the accounting model according to the second chart of accounts. And then a few months later, Valentina calls me and says, Andrey, together with the auditors, we're developing a management of internal, corporate chart of accounts for the entire group of companies. Can we add a third chart of accounts and set up, uniform reporting rules for it across the entire group of companies? I say, of course, and so on. So your business grows and prospers. For each new country, we will also need either existing model, or for the first time we can develop it not from the scratch, but just copying it. And by the way, Elena did it 3 times for our demo base. And regarding our partners, so of course the necessary customization is needed, but in projects we from this particular moment will have 2 types of work. In addition to the main activities, survey or impact analysis, collection of requirements, design of all the stuff, we have a customization, so improvement using our low-code 1C enterprise platform. And concerning regulated accounting control, so the work of our partners will gradually, shift from focus of customization to configuration. So previously in cases of changes, it was also subject to customization, but now, yep, our partners, they can work with the model, explain it, adjust it, model it, and launch it,
Andrey,
in a shorter period of time.
How many cases do you have?
It was the last one.
Oh, great. Do you have something to add? Because we're a bit out of time and I feel uncomfortable because of external speakers who are waiting for us.
No.
Did you remove?
That's all from my side. I hope you liked it.
Thank you very much. Now we know if we need some help with OneC Drive, we can ask what?
Andrey, help.
Immediately. Bye, Andrey. And now,
bye.
guys, yeah, sorry for some being late, but now we're almost ready to introduce you Anna Koryakovskaya, who has been working for OneC enterprise powered platform in United Arab Emirates for, I don't know, 15 years. Anna, am I right? How long?
No, it's about 10 years.
Oh, 10 years. Sorry, yeah, sorry. You're not so old, of course. Actually, Anna has a pretty huge project around the world with OneC Drive, and this project is one of the first with journal entry templates functionality. And Anna, may I ask you to give us some information about your project and how did you decide to go with a pretty brand new functionality to this customer, and what do you feel, and what was it a right decision? How do you feel it now?
Yes. No, you know that it was a very tough decision for me to finally go with day.
Sure.
So let's just maybe some history of this project. So we started this project around a year ago. It's a really huge project. It covers two countries, Democratic Republic of Congo and the United Arab Emirates, and it involves about 20 legal entities and about 200 users. So if I'm not mistaken, if this project is one of the biggest projects of OneC Drive now. The most maybe difficult task was to implement accounting using OneC Drive, because as I told you, it was the main requirement from the customer side. And I don't know if you ever heard about accounting standard OHADA. So I heard about it the first time only a year ago. So this accounting standard is used in Africa. And the most maybe funniest thing about this standard that all the documentation is in French.
So, very good.
It took time just to study this new accounting standard, new for me, of course, and to decide how we will implement it. So this accounting standard has nothing in common with IFRS or GAAP or so any accounting standard we worked before. And I just, when I estimated this project and I realized how much customization I needed to do if I would prefer using like internal code, yes, for accounting and not this new functionality. So I really needed to change all objects. It took for me like a couple of months to study your new model and finally to be sure that we can do it. And months ago, I got confirmation from the customer that they were really ready to implement this model. We were lucky to have highly qualified accountants from the customer side. So they described all accounting records, all accounting rules. And after that, so it took like, 1 week to create accounting templates for the United Arab Emirates, which use IFRS, and 1 week to describe accounting templates for AHADA. So now we almost finished. So we are actually, I'm looking forward your new release to complete this project, because still we still have a few objects that are not covered with accounting templates. And I hope in January we will have all the documents that will be covered with accounting templates model.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anna. And it looks like you have a very pretty unique experience of implementing this functionality for such kind of huge project. But what do you think about the opportunity to use it also for small, medium enterprises for just one country? Does it make sense or not? What do you think?
No, this is what I already explained you. For small and mid-sized companies, you need to provide templates.
Yeah. I mean, if for example we will have a set of templates for countries from your focus, right, United Emirates, Saudi Arabia, or wherever.
Yes. So, for example, if we take Saudi Arabia or United Arab Emirates, we use the IFRS here. Yes, it's the most common accounting standard. So you just can create a set of templates for this accounting standard, because you see, if we are talking about small and mid-sized companies, first of all, they don't have like high qualified accountant, yes, who can describe all accounting records, because this is the most difficult part of this project, to describe all these records. Because from our side, from technical side, it doesn't take much time. Yes, we have already described records. So that's why for small and mid-sized companies, you have to provide templates.
And sorry, go ahead.
I can help you with this because we already described accounting templates for IFRS and for AHADA.
Of course, I see. And very attentive question, honestly speaking. You are one of the person who was in the start of developing OneC Drive product. That time when it wasn't called OneC Drive, and I received a lot of I would say comments from your side that we are developing our product in a not pretty right way, probably. And what do you think about it right now? I mean, directly, with no any disclaimers.
Now I can see now. I can confirm that your product is ready for implementation. So, because yes, previously I had some doubts about it, but now, especially after completion of this project, so I'm totally sure that this product is ready for implementation, and not maybe for out-of-box implementation. Yes, as I said, you need to still working on templates, but if you have templates, so we are ready for even out-of-box implementation, because this is what most of small and mid-sized companies want.
It's very nice to hear it, actually. And my last question is, what was the highlights of current year and what is planned for your business for the next year? Probably some words.
No, you know that this current year was very busy for AnnaSoft. You know it. I mean, busy in a best way. So because we started about 30 new projects and we got about 16 new clients, so it's a very busy year. And just open maybe some secret, next week I'm going to Saudi Arabia. So, and I'm sure that next year we will get more projects for OneC Drive in Saudi Arabia and in the United Arab Emirates too.
Very good. Thank you very much for having time in such a busy season now. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you guys for invitation and Happy New Year.
See you. Bye. And guys, now we will have a call with another partner. whose name is Alexey. Alexey has a pretty impressive experience of working with 1C Drive and 1C Enterprise products in Europe. But now, not now, probably past year, he established an office in Turkey, and probably in the end of his presentation, Alexey will tell us something about current experience. But for now, I would like to ask you, Alexey, do we have Alexey? Alexey, can you hear us?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You hear me?
Still no. Sorry, probably it's a technical trouble on our side. Please, may I ask you to say something? Alexey, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, now it's great. Thank you very much. Very nice to see you. Thank you very much for attending. Where are you now? What time in your place?
Currently, I'm in Europe now, in Prague. You see my backside Istanbul.
Yeah.
Mostly it's our main territory for business today.
Okay, thank you very much, Alexey. You know that I would like to ask you to tell us something about your experience of having enterprise projects with accounting functionality. But before, I need to mention that Alexey's team is a team who used to work with 1CI within a process of developing journal entry templates framework. We had some resources like an outsource, not like outsource of certain people, but outsource a whole team. It's a pretty unique experience, actually. Alexey, why did you decide to have it? Probably it wasn't so easy probably in the start. It took some time to keep the common understanding, mutual understanding of certain points. And what did you get from the experience of working with 1CI?
First of all, I can say that our common work, our cooperation, provided for us a good opportunity to increase the level of our development. Not only development, full work. So we achieved result what is implemented now in 1C Drive altogether. So transaction templates was good project, and what I see for now, we are very easy can understand what is necessary for our clients. So what is from the box, how we can support clients with customization. Very short answer.
Yeah, thank you. And the thing is that the biggest advantage of 1C, journal entry templates framework is a capability to customize journal entries with no coding, just with having some adjustment in a consultant level. What do you think for small medium customers? Is it advantage or not? And how can we use it if we would like to expand our business with not only enterprise customers as you usually work with, but also with small medium?
I can say customer from SME can understand, is it okay or not? So it means, is it box, once you drive from box, cover all processes or not? If yes, mostly with predefined transaction templates, it's very easy to set up and to use. It's our opinion, my opinion. On another side, if a customer from small business will ask us, please extend something or add something, it's also very easy. Mostly from the box, accountant or maybe some experienced key user from customer side, I think can do small updates and use it after special training is possible.
Okay, thank you. And I know that you have a pretty huge team in Turkey, and you have very impressive growth of your business in Turkey now, and you started doing it with OneC Drive. Why did you decide to develop it in such scaling? Was it a risky decision for you? Are you a risky man, right?
Sorry, this is live video. I received some incoming call. Last 1 minute, please repeat.
Okay, sorry. My question was about growing of your business in Turkey. You started working on OneC Drive projects, and I guess that most of your projects are with OneC Drive. But when you started, OneC Drive was a pretty new pretty new product in the Turkish market. And was it a risky decision to start a new business with new product on a new market for you?
Okay. First of all, I can say that yes, to go to new country, Turkey was new country for our team. It is a risk, but before to go, we did some analysis, some researching, and one more topic, very important topic, that we completed a very big international project based on transaction templates with OneC Drive. So we understood that we can cover requests from customers, and our strategy is to have back office and to have country office. So in Turkey, we created company. We have for now 5 local people, and we mostly on the go live, before go live with transaction templates in textile project in Kahramanmaraş. And I can say that this is the result of our decision about 1.5 years ago to go to new country with product OneC Drive, with transaction templates, and with, I can say, we are sure that we can cover any request from customers. So what I can say, if you have experienced team, no problems to achieve success. Of course, local mentality for sales, of course, local mentality for project management. You have to be sure that customer will support you. You can see our LinkedIn, our Instagram. We share information from our projects. So it is not very, I can say, any project we know that we can receive not expected issues with staff of customer, some, I can say, performance, etc. So experience. So it can help us in our project.
I see, yes. And my last question probably, you have started your business with, from my point of view, difficulties projects in the textile industry, production automation. But all we know that production functionality of 1C drive is pretty basic. We just started developing it 3 years ago, and now we covered most of needs of small media production companies, but for huge enterprises it's usually not enough and should be customized. And from your point of view, how we should develop production functionality in 1C drive next year? What would you like to have in 1C drive in production area?
Very good questions. Okay. We can say that, yes, production model is not, it is very simple mostly. We extended a lot in our production, in our textile solution. And what I see is that we have to provide, I can answer very easy. Let's have 1C ERP as example. And let's try to understand what is missing in 1C drive and how we can, I can say, develop it, missing part develop. It's very easy, I can say. But what I answer from another position, 1C drive is for us, for our team as constructor. So it's very good base, and we can develop in according of requests of our customers. So of course we have to think about not completed production. We have to put to the production model more dimensions. It's very important. I think I can say from one side, completed 1C ERP, from another side, requests from projects. We are ready to share with our, I can say, experience. We are ready to increase, to develop functionality of production model together.
Yeah, thank you very much for highlighting this aspect, because it's a very topic to discuss with our next speaker. But for you, I have last question. What do you have such a plans for your next year for your business in Turkey or wherever?
Mostly we plans for next year in Turkey to concentrate in textile area. So we expect 4, 5, 6 projects with textile companies, mostly production companies. Of course, we want to continue with 1C ERP product. You know that we have first product in Turkey with Turkish edition 1C ERP. Of course, we expect to start with 1C Perform. It's our plans as Turkish team. And why not? Maybe new country, maybe Saudi Arabia or United States of Emirates. Why not?
Very good. Thank you very much, Alexey. Thank you for your time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
See you.
Yes, thank you, and Happy New Year for all of us. See you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, colleagues, actually, Alexey highlighted this very interesting topic that we would like to discuss in details, because, of course, it's a very clear approach just to repeat of functionality of some accounting system. But we would like to do the same task in terms of expanding our business, but with very small resources to improve a certain place of functionality in according to business needs of real customers. And now we are almost ready to introduce you our colleagues from Turkey. Johnson,
Hello,
can you
guys.
hear us?
Yeah, I hear. Do you hear me?
Yeah, Johnson, he is a business analyst, product analyst in Turkey. He is also responsible for developing Turkish edition of 1C drive and working with our key projects. Working with the key projects for next year is our focused direction, and we are going to concentrate on it because we need to get more feedback from the real partners and real customers. And for doing it, we need to have a dedicated people with a good product and projects experience. And that's why we have Johnson in our Turkish team. Johnson, may I ask you to tell us a few words about your experience and why do you think it's very important to have a real feedback from the customers, and what we are going to do for doing it next year?
Thank you, Vasiliy. My name is Cansin Varol. I have experience in ERP industry for 10 years, and I am holding my PMP certificate for 3 years. First of all, as you mentioned, it's been a very informative session so far, and I can't wait to see our users' improvement in terms of business with accounting entry templates. Like today, I'm going to be talking about our new project, about the product backlog for Turkish edition, and also an upcoming training about how to implement projects with a methodology. As you said, product backlog items are very important for us because we need to analyze what our customer needs in terms of local solutions. Solutions could be customized dependent on the market, and in our roadmap for 2024, we want to listen our customers very closely, and with my new position for the roadmap, we would be collecting requirements from the customer side, especially for the production module based and project management module itself. And also we have a project about improving our project management methodology for our partners. Let me mention about it. This is our new task for the 2024. We all involve in projects or even implement projects as project manager. But sometimes, do we ever ask ourselves, like, do we have a methodology to implement once dry projects? Like, you could even ask, what is methodology itself? So, like, it's kind of a basic question, but we should start from the basics for the project management, because methodology refers to a structure, framework, and set of processes and practices since the initiation phase of project and closure. So we want our partners and users to help to increase this systematic approach, actually. And I'm holding my PMP certificate, which I have obtained a knowledge from one of the biggest organizations in the world, project management institution. This institution has knowledge more than 60 years with involvement of different project managers all around the world. And we want to transfer this knowledge to our users and partners because we want to give you this knowledge. According to some analytics, 77% of high performance projects use project management methodology. This is an interesting fact, actually. Did you know about it?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't.
So that's why we want to give this information. And I am also using this knowledge transfer because, like, since I am a member of PMI, I have some evaluation every 3 years, and I have to share my knowledge with the users, and I have to receive some knowledge from different people. It's not like just a certificate that you get it and you will have it for the rest of your life. So you have to share your knowledge as well. And this activity that we designed with Andrey as well, this upcoming training, we are aiming to increase the knowledge of our partners and users in terms of project management.
Yeah.
So
very good thing. Thank you very much. It's pretty amazing experience actually that you had last week, and I hope that next spring or even winter we will have the continue of this set of trainings. Yeah, we will announce it. Okay, no, now we can see you. Yeah, I have a question. Sorry, I forgot.
I can also mention about the details of this upcoming training. Actually, this is a huge topic.
No. Sorry, we don't have time. I'm just would like to. Yeah, I remember my question. My question is, in your role, you should combine two kind of vision and approach for having, how to say, customization and meet customer needs. Project vision and product vision. What do you think? Is it a difficulty to combine these two visions, or because it's a pretty different things? From your point of view, how do you manage?
Yeah, this is actually a hard task, I should say, because every user has different expectation, and it depends on the industry itself. And our solution is like worldwide solution. We are not limited to some industry-based solution. So we have to have a wide vision in terms of product. And also when we have this vision, we have to collect all the requirements from the users, but like there should be also a business value added to the product. So there could be so many requests and initiatives coming to us, but we should prioritize them in terms of business value. And we think for the 2024, our focus will be on production module itself and project management. So we are planning some improvements in terms of these modules.
So development team are waiting for a lot of new tasks from your side.
Thank you very much, Johnson. Just last question. What would you like to wish our partners in the new year?
First of all, I wish them successful projects because they are the ones implementing projects, and they play a key role. Even we provide them the best product, they are the one outside and they are the ones implementing. So they play very critical role, I believe. I wish them very successful projects, and we are not just wishing, we are also here to help them with our knowledge, with our product, with our methodology, all the support. So we are looking forward for 2024 will be a different and successful year together.
Thank you very much, Johnson, for your good words. Yeah, guys, time is running out very fast, and we have only 10 minutes and actually a lot of topics that we were going to discuss with you, but we need to finalize in 6 p.m. in Istanbul and Moscow time. Yeah, but the thing is that Johnson mentioned is very important point is our assistant and involvement into partner readiness, and actually it's a very important thing, and we invest a lot into this, and one of the most important effort and asset from the product team, as well as of course not only from the product team, but also with our localization team, marketing team, support team. But for us it was a pretty new experience. Past year we translated into Turkish language this book. This is a very important book for every Russian-speaking 1C enterprise developer.
Every developer, every analyst, everybody has this book from big world of 1C in Russia. And yes, as Vasiliy said, it is a big project for all the company to translate this book, this guide, practical development guide into Turkish language, because I think Ugur will join our meeting in few minutes. But the pain point of Turkish development market, if it can be said, it is not enough materials in native language. Everything you can Google to find out how to develop, how to program something, is to only use English language. And it is extremely important to give our partners opportunity to get education in Turkish language.
Yeah, it's actually it's a pretty first time when we announce our results, and if I'm not mistaken, in our chat we can find the link on this book, downloading came with registration.
One thing I want to highlight.
Yes, sorry, Valentina. I'm just have an option to say something right now. Yes, and Valentina. Valentina coordinated all activities around of translation this book into Turkish language, because as I said before, it was available only in Russian previously, and it's not like only literature or that should be translated. There are a lot of technical details, and Valentina will describe what was the difficult.
Difficult was to translate, and the first one about this book. It contains 28 chapters devoted to each functionality of OneC platform. Yes, we always tell that it is low-code platform, but inside of it we have a lot of hidden functionality, reports, different type of registers, different ways of automatical calculation, different types of charts, I don't know, different types of form usage. And here is a lot of hidden functionality which need to be known not only by developers. Of course, we need this knowledge to program something which, I don't know, our customers want. But also it is very important for the person who implements solution, who wants to add something, customized solution, to know the power of platform. Yes, so the best thing of this book is that each chapter is devoted to one kind of functionality, for example, catalogs, but also it is divided into two parts. First, it is common description of all the opportunities of this functionality, and second one, it is something you can do in designer mode to use it. So if you are a programmer, you just need to read the whole book, or sometimes you can Google something in this text to get, I don't know, some code sample for usage. If you are not developer, you are product owner, I don't know, analyst, you are even working in QA team, you can just read this book only with first half of the chapter to get the whole expectation, the whole powerful and availability of the platform. So I am very happy that now we have this book in Turkish language.
Yeah. The lack of materials in a local language is a pain of every non-Russian speaking developers with OneC enterprise platform. But anyway, we have a good stories, and one of them we will introduce you. Ugur. Do we have Ugur? Yeah, Ugur. Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, very good. Ugur, he is a team leader for Turkish edition developing of OneC Drive, and he is a person who copes with no having Russian materials and Russian deliverables.
He's just superhero.
Yeah, Ugur, can you describe how did you manage? How did you had a success with developing on OneC platform?
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for this opportunity to talk this kind of live stream. And yes, you are totally right. When I started at the 7 years ago to development of Once Enterprise, there were no any Turkish source, Turkish material for this. So I had this book's English version, but it's also not full of the information. And I just checked all online things and all, even a Russian page I checked and I translated them. And also my main opportunity is to work with some Turkish partner. They were already working on the enterprise platform. So I checked their previous features, previous developments. So and also my main things was I had a task which has to be done in a short time, short period. So I just started to develop and everything just came after it. So yeah, actually that developer guide was I cannot say not helped me, but I got some key points from that development guide, some Russian forums translating to English, and it was just like this. Now I'm here in front of you with 7 years experience with Once Enterprise and lead of Turkish development team.
Yeah, and you also have a pretty interesting experience of, how to say, looking after junior developers, like growing them, no,
Yes.
raising them. I'm not sure. Sorry for my bad English. I mean, how would you say? Is it difficult to compete with another languages and other technologies? Because of course every student knows what Python is, for example, but nobody knows what Once Enterprise is.
Yes, exactly. You are right. So everyone knows and learn how to develop on Python, how to develop on .NET or C Sharp. So, but that there's no one C in Turkey. But I think my main target is to teach in universities one C language in Turkey. Maybe in the future it will be good opportunity for our Turkish students. And of course, it is hard. And actually, it's not that hard. It's low code and easy to learn if you have some background in ERP market. So if they know how it goes, the production cycle, how it goes to sales and supplier cycles, so they can learn easily to development. Coding part is, of course, it's complicated and different from already known languages, but it is not the rocket science. So I'm always saying that we are not making a missile attack application, of course, but if you know the ERP market needs, so or that cycle, you can easily learn to how to code in one C enterprise platform.
Yeah, we have only a couple of minutes, and I would like to ask you, what would you wish our partners and their developers, first of all, in the next year?
Yeah, actually, please invest to development department. Our partners, I know they have a lot of works to do, but they are missing the development part. It is really important to invest development so we can rise more 1C developer in Turkey and grow this community, this Turkish community.
Thank you very much, Ugur. Guys, we have to wrap up our live stream. Actually, it was a first experience. As I said before, we had some any kind of different kind of troubles, technical trouble with my voice. Sorry for that. And of course, we will improve our upcoming events. So we are going to organize such kind of live conversation in the next year regularly. Please contact us with any channels, with any feedback in terms of this event. We will consider your suggestion for new topics to discuss, or if you would like to participate to be in a guest in our future events. Let's communicate on it, let's discuss, and we are open to for having it. For today, I guess it was helpful event. We had a lot of speakers. We discussed variety of topics. Probably it was a good experience for me. Valentina, what do you think?
Yes, it was so good to communicate with our partners and our colleagues with all their plans for next year. What I want to say, just enjoy new release. Happy New Year.
Yeah, we are waiting for a new release. Let me also thank all of our team who are involved in the release preparation, as well as who facilitated this event. You can't imagine how many people do we need to organize it smoothly, but next time I guess we won't have any troubles. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much for having time. 2 hours, it's very huge. And see you next year. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice holiday, and have a great projects in the next year. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but from our side, we would like to improve our product next years, and with our new improvements, you will meet in our upcoming release that we are going to publish.
Let's wish help for Vasiliy
Sorry, yeah.
next year.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. See you next year.
See you.
Bye bye.